What's good, gang? You already know what time it is, man. It's really a podcast, though, and we are now ready for another episode of We're Here. It's the podcast where we talk about everything under the sun, but today, we talk about wrestling. So if you're a wrestling fan and you ready to tune in, turn up, and talk some wrestling with us, I'm finna bring my brothers on the screen, and we gonna talk some wrestling, man. We recapping Wrestlemania Night 2 and Monday Night Raw tonight. So we getting ready for Friday Night Smackdown. But with all that said, it's time. And we're here. Let's bring them on, man. Let's bring them on. Yeah. Because it's that time. I got my boy Mars in the motherfucking building with us. Salute to you, my boy. And I got the one and only Sosa Nook in the building with us. Salute to you, my boy.
Big Oos.
Big Oos in the building, man. We gonna jump right into things, man. Following up from the last episode, we gonna scratch that. Look at us. But hey, man.
Funny as hell.
We here for another night, man. Another night of talking wrestling, bro. We got to pick up where we left off on the first episode that we did. We talked about WrestleMania night 1. It was a good night. We gave a lot of kind of 4.5 star matches, bro, because really the whole match card was really good. It was just little things to nitpick. But now we getting into WrestleMania night 2. And you know, we got a lot to talk about. But before we get into the match that pissed everybody off, we gonna start with the opening match, man.
Nah, I know what match pissed me off.
I already know, man.
I'm slapping this shit out of niggas.
It pissed everybody off. But we gonna get into the first match, which I believe was Randy Orton, the surprise guest. And I want to ask y'all, was y'all really surprised when that music hit?
Hear his name,
Bro.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Bro, I was like, no way, man. I didn't know who it was going to be, bro.
I knew it was going to be his weak ass, though.
Mars,
I don't fuck with Joe Hendry, though.
Your headphones going in and out, Brody.
I thought he would show up, like Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or something, the night after, not WrestleMania, to be Randy Orton, the opponent out of everybody. I'm sure everybody thought.
I ain't gonna lie, I was looking forward to Aleister Black or somebody. Kids.
Hey, now the rumor was that it was gonna be Jeff Hardy.
I can see that though, Jeff and Randy, because they got history though.
Mm-hmm. I could have seen that too, but I'm actually I'm happy that it was Joe Hendry because it does put a light on TNA. Even though he lost, it puts a light on TNA and people tapping in.
I ain't gonna lie, Joe Hendry, he really up next though. He'll be in WWE soon. Because he doing too many appearances, bro. He done had more appearances than anybody from TNA.
You wanna know what's crazy? I saw a picture of I think it was Joe Hendry. I want to say CM Punk and Seth Rollins, or Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. But it was like way back in the day. They was like cutting a promo in the ring, and he was like one of the he was like a security guard or a manager or something.
I seen that.
Yeah,
but it's a lot of people that be their first start though.
Yeah, like just an extra in the scene type shit.
Same as the extra.
LA Knight did that.
Yeah. A lot of people do it. I mean, even CM Punk did it. CM Punk did it when he did it for John Cena at WrestleMania. He was just one of the people holding the guns.
Cesaro was in that bitch too.
Yeah. A lot of people do that, bro. That's how you know you finna get called up to the main roster when they put you on TV, bro.
Or at least at least you got it. You a short contract coming up in the future. Something.
Yeah. But no, I was surprised by Joe Hendry, but I was definitely fucking with it. Now, the one thing I will say about this match is that I thought it wasn't long. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have
Yeah, I
been
thought
drawn out a little longer. It could have been more hardcore, more hard fought. But I get it. Like, it was
Nah,
a match
they
that
had
put
to
Randy
get they
Orton
had to
over.
yeah, it was really a squash match.
I get that. But I would have
They was
loved
trying
to.
to
I would
have
have loved to see
you
Joe Hendry like really, really take it to him, and really get that respect for TNA. You know what I mean?
it's
yeah,
coming. They gonna have him fight. They gonna have him fight one of the NXT.
He
one of the
already been
NXT.
in through NXT though. He been appearing
You
on
know what I'm
NXT
saying?
for
They
a
gonna
minute.
have him. They gonna
He
have
should
him
show
fight
up
the champion because you know how they did Obafemi and Moose and shit. You feel me?
Dominic. That's probably might what happened. Might show up and fight Dominic one good time or something.
Nah, I don't want to see him face Dom. Because if he loses to Dom, it just really take away from. Not saying like him losing to Dom, but it's like it's Dom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had the
I
Intercontinental
believe in
Championship,
Joe
but
Hendry.
I don't want to see him lose to Dominic. He got to beat Dominic. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know, but
He a better.
it,
I mean, as of right now, he a better competitor than Dominic Mysterio.
Tight shit, tight shit.
So,
I can't find my stuff.
but that's how I feel about that. But overall, it was definitely a squash match. Definitely like real quick in and out. So I'm gonna give that match. I'm gonna
I
give it
give it a
a.
five.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 just because of the like kind of nostalgia of Joe Hendry coming out and like showing respect for Joe Hendry, but it just wasn't long enough for me, so I'm gonna have to give it a 4. But that's just how I feel. Kari give it a 5. What'd you give it, Mars?
I'm gonna give it a solid 4. But one thing I do like about it about Randy, because I called it out immediately. Even realized that was his first outfit he wore first showed up.
Yeah, I like the
Only
callback.
thing that was different was his trunks
Yeah,
and slightly his knee pads, because his knee pads had like a little yellow strip around it. But other
yeah,
than that, that was perfect.
yeah. We're celebrating 20 years. I fuck with that too. I did peep
Cause
that too.
I believe in Joe
They
Hendry.
should have did the same thing for Randy they did for Punk and have like a little bit of a montage put together.
You see Punk had on his old school with the yellow.
Yeah, with the yellow. Yeah. I wish he would have had a best in the world hoodie on though. He just had on a regular plain gray hoodie though.
That's the
Oh, that's all he need.
Eh,
say
Plain
eh.
Jane.
Man, I ain't mad at
probably
it.
had on first aligned with Paul Heyman and when he aligned with Paul Heyman against Undertaker at WrestleMania, what was that, 29? It was 29 because it was New York. Yep, yep.
Don't give me the line. I
Yeah,
definitely don't remember which manias was what. I know 30 was in New Orleans.
like
That's all I know.
I be remembering the outfits and with the events. That's how I remember him so much. And then I just recreated it in the game and stuff like that. But that was lit, bro.
It was lit.
Man, shut
That was
those pie hard ass. No, I'm just kidding.
All
hating.
right, next match. Next match. We gonna run through Mania, man. Next match, we got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
I
That
feel
was a good
like
match.
I
I
feel
ain't
like
gonna.
that was a good ass match, but I feel like they just doing that to push Logan over because in reality AJ should have won that match.
AJ should have won
That's
that
what
match. But that
I
leads me
don't.
to the next question then is what do y'all think the plan is for AJ now? Does he turn? Is he turning heel? Is he joining carrying cross? Like what? What is he gonna do?
I think he'll join. Eventually, he will. He gonna because they need something to do with carrying cross, bro. That he a
Mm-hmm.
good ass superstar for them to not to be doing shit with him. You
Mm-hmm.
see that? You ain't never go back and watch
No,
that
I
promo.
didn't watch the promo, bro.
Yeah, bro. I told you to watch that.
He lost his top on that bitch. He was spitting straight facts.
Nothing but the
He
truth. He ain't
basically,
told now.
That mean he probably about to do something big. That's
I
what
can
I
that
see
mean.
it.
mean, they
They
did.
need to put
They
a
have
title
been.
in that man hand. I feel like he'll have a decent title reign.
They've been doing a lot of carrying across this last WrestleMania. You gotta
Does
think about
does
it. Even
Karrion jump to like main title status or does he start with like intercontinental or
I think he gonna go.
United States.
He fuck around. I can see him winning Money in the Bank, but I can see him with the Intercontinental.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna push him more to go for a minor singles title than the major, big
I
Or
title.
like
they'll
him
give
winning
him
Money in the Bank though,
they
because that's
nah. You
unexpected.
know what's gonna happen? They gonna get him the tag team title run. Him and AJ. I
I
see
can see
that
that
coming
too.
now.
I can see that too. I just, I feel like AJ one of them guys that he a face, but he could definitely be a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
heel. He could be a good
It's
heel.
like,
yeah. He was already a good heel.
Yeah.
and a lot of people have that, like, even if they can't play a a real badass heel or a really good guy type of character, but you keep them in like that anti-hero type of state where it depends on the situation that they're in. It's going to work out best for them because that's where they're most comfortable with.
Yeah.
People like people like KO. I said, who else? Who else on the, like Randy too? Because like he could be a good guy, but he could also be a bad guy. But when he's like mixed in between, like how he was like with the Authority and like 2014, 2015 and stuff, he was still like, he had the crowd behind him no matter what he was doing because it was just like, it's Randy, bro, and his actions gonna justify it. As long as your actions
Man,
justify
shoot
what
that
you
bitch. Fuck you doing?
do, it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go for it.
So, what we giving the match? What we rating that one?
What AJ Styles man?
Logan Paul.
I
Another,
give him a
another,
4 just cause my nigga AJ lost.
I'm gonna give, I'm gonna give it a 4.2.
I'm gonna give it a
They,
4. I'm gonna give it a 4 just because AJ lost and I didn't totally love the finish. You know what I mean?
that's
But that's just me.
Hey, did you notice Logan Paul outfit though was a callback to Chris Benoit outfit?
Hell no.
Yeah, I did. I peeped that shit when he first came out.
What?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
go
not.
back.
Took
He
me
said
it
he talked about it. He talked about it on his podcast and shit. He basically saying he trying to get them to acknowledge Chris Benoit like he ain't, we feel me. Just I feel like they should though because I mean y'all inducted Lex Luger and Lex Luger used to beat the fuck out his wife.
I that's news to
last.
me.
I ain't know
I did
last.
That's
not know
news
that.
to you.
Yeah.
You didn't know that, boy.
No.
Lex Luger used to,
I ain't know that. Go ahead.
boy.
I knew
That
he
nigga
had a
used to.
crazy past. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know he had been talking about it, him finding God and stuff like that. And it was more so uh it was more about his past and not just about him getting through recovery and like, trying to walk again and beat his medical shit. But I didn't know I didn't know that was a thing. But man, they need to do a Dark Side of the Ring for that nigga, bro. Because I found out when I was watching that show alone, I found out so much shit about wrestlers just watching Dark Side of the Ring. That shit is crazy, bro.
A whole
Mhm.
different.
Like when I
If
started
they,
watching Dark Side of the Ring, that's when I really found out about like Jimmy Snuka and shit. Like I didn't even know Jimmy Snuka basically he murdered somebody and got away with it.
I ain't know that.
And obviously he was never like found guilty of that shit, but that shit just didn't it didn't add up. And it's no disrespect to the Snooker family and nothing like that, but that is a crazy part of that family's story that I just don't know if Jimmy Snooker. I don't know. In my book, I just don't see him the same way. I feel like he did it. I feel like he beat that girl up and caused her to die. But that's just me. But I found out a bunch of stuff, bro. All the Macho Man shit.
Man,
Man,
you
all that
beat that
shit, bro.
girl up, nigga.
No, no, the Macho Man he was really a savage. He was real.
In real life. This
You
That
gotta
nigga was not
bullshit.
a character.
On that bullshit. We popped out that night.
No, but yeah,
That
Dark Side of the Ring,
raccoon
y'all.
shit.
If y'all haven't watched that, go to Hulu, subscribe to
They
Hulu,
move, bitch.
and watch
Raccoon,
Dark Side of the Ring, man. That shit is crazy. You gonna learn a lot of stuff about just some of the crazy stuff about the history of the business and just people lives, stories that you
bro,
never
where the
even knew
fucking
of,
foul at, bro? Oh my god. That hard
bro.
ass foul, nigga.
Yo ass
bro.
on this game, boy. You need to pay attention. Looking at
I am
Oh,
paying
gee.
attention. They
uh.
pissing me off on CK though.
All right, so the next match, which I think this is a really good match, the Sin City street fight.
I didn't even
Drew
switch it to
McIntyre versus Damian Priest.
Priest.
Yeah, I felt like that was a good ass match, and
That
it
was
Yeah, I
was
feel
it was
like
it was good enough to the point that they didn't even have to go. You know, when you hear a street fight, you think, "Well, they finna go out through the crowd." Da, 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 this, da, 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 da. They ain't do none of that, and it was still a good ass match, and it was just all in the ring basically.
I dig it though. That spot where he tried to go for the Damian Priest tried to go for the old school
Mm-hmm.
and he was AG. I was been like wrap it
it was
up.
after
This
that chair.
got 5 more minutes. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Let me catch my breath, bro.
It was a good match, and I like the finish too. I like Drew Claymore him through the chair. You know what I'm saying?
That would have hurt
When
it.
they played it back, it looked like he really connected with that bitch too. So, because at first when it first happened, I was like, dang, he just kicked the chair. He didn't even kick his head. But when they played it back, I'm like, nah, he kicked his head into that chair, bro. That shit
That's,
was wicked.
hey man, something
Yeah.
like that. Keep coming.
Hey,
He tenfold with it.
they put on a good match. Now I want to ask y'all this question though: do y'all feel like Drew should have won, or do y'all feel like Damian Priest should have won?
I feel like
I
Drew
felt
should
like
have won. I feel like he got a little bit of closure.
Yeah.
Drew's
I
been
feel
on the
like you
back
can. But they've
time.
been doing him dirty. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like every
They've
time
been doing my boy dirty.
and he gets something going for him, somebody just come in and ruin it. Like absolutely ruin it for him.
So
That's WWE, man. Shit happens.
So do y'all think the rivalry between him and Priest is over? Did this close the
Uh-uh.
chapter for good, or you think they're gonna run it back?
Oh
Nah,
no.
this is the beginning, folks.
The,
Okay.
the
Priest gonna
wounds are
attack him, bro.
never fully
Priest gonna
healed.
attack him because
No, they're not gonna start a
Priest gonna
tag
feel
team.
like
I've always hated when that happened too. When you got two
It,
people that's
y'all
like
bring
big enemies, and then they somehow become a tag team. I feel like that really only worked with Triple H and Stone Cold. Like who else can you name that was enemies and then created a tag team and was like wrecking shit?
I
rock and
ain't gonna lie.
sock.
I ain't gonna lie. One team that we never got
Seen
that
it,
was
seen it at Orton.
But nah, they
yeah.
wasn't really a tag team. Tag team.
That Orton went against the whole roster that night. Like, come on, G. And they was
Undertaker,
making
Batista.
they was making they finishing moves a tag team finish. Like I ain't never seen nobody do that. Out of nowhere, just calling it on the spot. Huh. RKO.
Yeah.
Shit,
They
Seth Rollins and motherfucking and my nigga Buddy Matthews, they was cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
still mad. Cena never like oh,
Buddy Matthews and Aleister Black, they were always fuck on AEW.
I feel like
Yeah.
back
No,
then
now they cold,
they
but that's kind of like they were meant to be a tag team, bro.
Literally,
They just
bro.
had that
Like
type of chemistry.
even when they was when they had that rival, bro, they had that connection in the ring, bro. Like
Yeah, when they was
yeah
going
that
that
one
shit
on
was
one,
different, bro.
bro, them was some of the best matches when they were going one on one. I think they did like 3 or 4 matches back to back.
it
Yeah,
was a series. It was a whole series. I want to say was it 4 matches? I like 6.
It
no, it
could
was
have been
like three or
that.
four.
Yeah, it could have been that. It could have been like probably 5, 6 matches, but I know it was a lot of them bitches, and I know they was all each one was like cold because they both got like similar styles, but yeah. And then I love when they go 1-on-1 and they both do the sit down cross. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
you know, that shit be cold. But that's why, I feel like I don't know if they gonna end up having Penta and Ray Phoenix end up being a tag team, or if they gonna end up having Ray Phoenix and Penta just going 1-on-1 against each other. But I know them gonna be some cold matches too, cause they
That's
both
gonna be
cold
next
heavy
year
too.
at WrestleMania. I
Brother versus
Wait,
guarantee you.
brother, I can see
Yeah.
that happening.
I feel like that should at least be the third year they should do that
Yeah,
because
yeah, because I feel like I think Ray Phoenix, as far as in my book, he been proven since they both really just started. But I feel like Ray Phoenix proved at WrestleMania that he should be a top guy. How he gonna get there?
He
I
more
think
he more Ray Phoenix more agile
than Penta, but that's just because Penta getting older.
than
That's
Penta.
you know what
Penta
I'm
old
saying.
though. Penta like 40 something already.
Because you could say the same
mm,
thing about Rey Mysterio. Like he was doing a bunch of more dramatic shit in the ring, but now he's at a certain age. He's not doing all that
That's
crazy
who
shit no
Ray
more.
Phoenix remind me of. He remind me of Rey
When
Mysterio
he was
back
younger,
then.
right?
Yeah.
they
Jumping on
And
the
he that
ropes and
nigga
doing all
and
kind of crazy
when
shit.
when that nigga fly high, he fly high.
why do you think they made him show up on
Gold to,
Smack?
oh, I was finna fucking say, boy. I was finna
If
get
you
on
ask,
their ass.
one Ray goes out the door, another one comes in.
I
I
don't
don't,
think that was planned. I think Ray legitimately got hurt. Cause I feel like if Ray didn't get hurt, he would have won that match against Chad Gable, and he would have exposed him that night. He would have won that
if
match. He took off the mask, and they would have. Then that whole storyline of El Grande Americano would be over right now. But
I
since it was Ray
don't,
Phoenix, they decided to push the storyline even more with that W. But
they do need to start pushing Chad Gable more, but also
But in a different way. Now with like bigger superstars.
because
Yeah,
West.
no,
that's
for
how I
sure,
feel.
because he really is cold in the ring, and when he hit that backwards 450,
On
man,
Braun Strowman though, he did that on Braun Strowman with Eve. I said,
man,
yeah, that's when they need to start pushing her. That
man,
and you gotta think Chad Gable only what 5'9", 5'10" at the most.
like 5'8", I
Probably not
think.
even probably not even you feel me?
When
But
I saw him when I
Braun
saw him
Strowman,
live in person, I was like, damn man, this nigga the same height. He a tiny, stocky dude.
yeah, and Braun
Yeah,
Strowman 6'7", 6'8", 300 some pounds.
Yeah,
mm-mm,
that nigga
ain't
got a
funny
big
nothing.
ass head though. If y'all seen Chad Gable head, bro, that nigga
Yeah,
got a
Chad.
noggin on him, bro.
And he
Pause.
say, shoo,
Shoes, please. But
boom,
yeah,
boom, boom,
nah.
boom,
And
pull up, foul. Oh my
one thing
fucking
about it
God,
too,
bro.
I like how like WWE be trying to reinvent the wheel, but there ain't gonna never be another Kurt Angle, Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin duo. I know they're trying to do that
Yeah.
with the Creed brothers and Chad Gable, but it ain't hitting the same, bro. Cause they not wrecking shit. When
That's what
Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas and Kurt Angle linked up, bro, they was winning titles. They was wrecking shit.
That's cause WWE was aggressive back then. They soft as hell now.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm
American made, but
You gotta
that's
understand, and
always a
them
tough
niggas,
thing, bro. Cause you like,
and then them niggas was
oh,
rocking with Brock them niggas wrestled and trained with Brock and shit.
yeah. Hey, you know what else I just noticed too? They ain't have no. They had a tag team match for the Raw tag team titles, but they ain't do nothing for the Street Profits at WrestleMania.
That's cause
man,
they did they shit Friday.
and
They
Oh,
had
bro,
did they
stop.
shit. They defended their title Friday, but they shit got fucked up because DIY interfered.
got you.
So now they supposed to be having today. They supposed to be having that I think a ladder match for that bitch
Yeah,
for them bitches.
that should be good.
I
And
just
I'm gonna
hate
go to
that
Mama house and watch this.
past couple of years that they have been doing the Street Profits like that though. If they don't have a title match, it's always damn near the same match with like probably a different team in the slot that you know, and it's just like, bro, how many times y'all gonna keep doing this? Or now that they got the gold, I feel like all titles, no matter
But
what
they just
paper,
fucked me twice.
especially WrestleMania, all titles should be on the line. I don't
Bro,
give a
that's a
damn.
lot of match. You gotta understand though, that's a lot of matches, bro.
It is, but
And then
somebody got.
and then not all them storylines be that to even be having
Yeah, that's probably
title
what it is.
matches
Like, do
that
y'all even feel like the storyline right now with the Street Profits and them regaining the titles, was it even a real good storyline for Mania? That's probably why they
I'm
didn't,
not
take the main
that's why they did
stage.
their shit Friday.
Yeah.
I feel you on that one, but it's like, bro, y'all so many chances where y'all should have just pushed the Street Profits before and did all this, but y'all kept doing this stuff with the Bloodline. You kept doing this stuff with uh who had the titles before them?
What the hell,
Motor
Cyrus? What the fuck?
um even when they had the titles, like how they gonna win the titles and then y'all only have a title defense on SmackDown and everything? It's like, bro, when
Cause it's
y'all
for
gonna start
SmackDown, nigga. What you mean?
matches, bro, for with y'all titles online? It's like I'm not rocking with that whole idea. Like Triple H, I fuck with you, bro. I mess with you, bro. But like some stuff, I don't even know if it's you behind the scenes pulling that card. It's probably somebody else, but
This nigga say,
that
let's talk about some bitches. Bro, get this guy out of here.
Who
Get this
said
guy.
that?
Johnny.
It's a big head on.
Hey, he want to talk about some females. We can talk about some females. So, hey, what we giving? What we giving? Oh no, we already gave our rating for the street fight. So we gonna get into the women then, since he want to talk about women. We gonna talk about women's tag team, world's tag team champions, and that's the Liv Morgan, Raquel,
I'm only gonna give it a 5 because my
Becky
nigga Becky
Lynch.
Lynch showed up.
That's the reason
I
why.
didn't
And
And Lyra Valkyria, man.
I didn't care
no,
for
fuck
Becky
her.
at
I
all.
didn't care for
I'm
that. I was
I
only fucking with it because Becky showed up. Once I heard
I
that,
said
well, I knew some shit was going down.
Yeah,
I knew they was going. When I heard that, I knew they was gonna win. I ain't even had to finish watching the match. You
yeah.
think they
No,
gonna
I knew
let
that. Yeah,
Becky
come on.
lose?
Yeah,
Come
come
on,
back
bro.
and lose. Nah, you right.
It's the fucking man, bro. Y'all ain't get y'all
gee,
people together.
I did not
She
see
I
that.
came back.
knew it was gonna be her though, because I said that at the
She
last pay
ain't
per
been
view.
there in
I'm
a
like,
minute.
yeah, I'm like, I said that like the last pay per view. Like, where is Becky,
Or it could
bro?
have been. It
Why
could have
she
been. It
ducking?
could have been. It could have been Oscar type shit. You feel me?
I thought about that too. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was like, it's either
But
gonna
they
be
said that
Oscar
she's
or
supposed
it's
to
gonna
be.
be Becky Lynch. But
They said she
Oscar,
supposed to be coming back next Monday. I think she's
no,
supposed to be
because I
coming
heard
back
Oscar was
Thursday.
still hurt, bro. I heard her injury was worse than what they thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
It
where
probably
Kyrie's
was
at?
shit.
I ain't
Man,
seen
fuck
her in.
her. You talking about unnecessary people,
No,
bro.
no, 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 he not. Cause Kyrie, I saw her working out in the gym. Oh my
That's what I'm saying.
god, bro,
She got
she ready. She ready to go. She ready to go. And the thing is,
Bro,
they
y'all
gotta
talking
bring
about all these
her back, because look at Damage Control, bro. You only got EO.
Dakota. Yeah,
yeah,
Dakota
you're
Kai ain't there either.
Dakota Kai not there
what
either. I don't even know where Dakota Kai at right now.
I was sure about to say
I can't
I
shoot
don't know.
shit. I'm shooting 40% from the
But
three.
I feel like they gotta bring Kyrie back once Oscar come back, and they gotta get Dakota Kai back, and they gotta rerun another run for Damage Control. Because who really like a real faction for the women? That's only Damage Control. Who?
It's only
It's only Damage Control. Ain't no other real faction.
Man,
The tag team with Bianca Belair and I'm finna call her Storm. Jade Cargill, that shit over with. She finna go on a singles run.
they should have. Sasha needs to start
she finna
and
start beefing with Rhea Ripley.
Hey,
as
I can see that
Sasha.
right
Hey,
now.
you know they've been saying Sasha been at the shows too.
Team Bag comes back.
Man, Sasha Banks in her bag right now. Shorty got 4 titles. Ain't
She
nobody
got 4
fucking with her
titles.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I don't
She
see her
got
coming back
four
no time
titles.
soon.
Ain't
I'm not
nobody
gonna.
fucking with Sasha right now.
No.
Motherfucker became CEO. Motherfucker became CEO
No,
and just start doing their shit.
Yeah. Nah, you right.
I told
You
that
right.
I told that bitch to call me. She ain't even call me back.
She wasn't. I don't even know why you even put that out there.
type
She
shit. But
because she
anyway.
wasn't. Hey, no,
Fuck
but I
you,
did. I did
boy.
hear. I think she got
A
a divorce
dingy
too,
ass.
didn't she?
She probably
Oh,
did. I don't get no fuck what he gonna do to me. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. She doing her shit though.
Nah, she running. She
She
running
got,
AEW right now for sure.
yeah, she got 4 titles. She only doing it.
Hey, I got a separate little thing for AEW too. So just wait. We gonna talk about AEW as well.
gotta catch up
Type
on
shit.
AEW probably from like the last month or two, cause I ain't watched nothing in the past
I know,
month or two.
but that's the whole point of
Uh,
doing this show too, because it's gonna make me want to watch more wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't watch
I
AEW
watched the highlights.
because I don't
I
I'm not
do.
subscribed
Well,
to I'm
I
not
watched. I
subscribed to
do.
anything, so I'll be watching the highlights. That's how I be
I
kind
used
of
to,
Yeah.
watching it.
bro, but
That's all I watch. I don't sit there and watch the whole damn thing. Cause you know they got AEW Dynamite, then it's AEW. I think just AEW Elite, All Elite,
Yeah,
I
some
ain't
shit like that.
well, team I just don't like, and I never liked it. Them I don't give a damn who it is,
I
bro.
wish I wish WWE do what they doing in AEW though with this trios title shit.
that's what I'm
They need
waiting on, bro. They need a women's trio and a freaking men's trios championship, bro. They need to do that. But I get it though, because they already got so many titles. You add another addition of titles, you got to create
yeah,
storylines
But
for all of these
you got
titles,
to
bro.
but you got to understand, bro. Look at all these big ass factions that WWE starting to bring in, and then they got all this extra shit now, bro. It ain't doing shit but getting bigger. You getting all these superstars, bro.
You ain't got nothing for
Just
them to do.
imagine exactly. It's only a matter of time before that shit happen, bro. I'm telling you. You see what they
all
doing with war games and shit. Like you feel me? We you thought he would never seen that shit in WWE, but look, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
now
bro.
Survivor Series is basically Survivor Series War Games. No, you're right.
Yeah.
And what I think they could do is if they do introduce a trios title, they can just have those titles be for every show. Like it can be for Raw, NXT, and SmackDown.
See, or even TNA, folks.
Even
Since y'all
TNA.
got
Wait, did
since
they
y'all
buy
doing, you
TNA?
feel me? They got
no.
a contract with them. They got like a deal, it's like a minimal deal with them.
Yeah, but that
I
could
think
be
it's like
cool
six
too
years or some shit.
because you like the well. I guess I can't say there's no more after Stand and Deliver. You can't really say this, but I guess say like the D'Angelo family. That would have been a great trios title holder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Them, then even the new faction they just brought in, they weak
Yeah,
as hell to me though.
yeah.
Like they first appearance was cool when they got the, but then I'm like this weak ass generic ass shield shit, bro.
Not even
I
Shield.
see,
They
like,
trying to be like who was it when it was like the
hey,
War Dogs or some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? They was wearing the mask with the skulls on them or whatever.
you talking about when the Shield had
uh,
that?
The
you
Shield
talking
did it
about
first,
Victor?
but it
You
was
talking
another
about
group that was doing it.
Victor? We talking about Connor and Victor.
I don't
No,
know.
that was the Ascension, bro.
No, that was the Ascension, not them, not them. I'm talking about
They
it
is
was
weak
a
as hell
group. It
too.
was like a lot of them,
Nah,
bro.
they was decent.
I think they
The
even
Ascension
helped.
was like to be.
It was in NXT, and I think they even helped when
Oh, you talking about with Mustafa Ali and them?
yeah. It's like them niggas again.
It was Retribution.
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 You had
Retribution.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yep. That's what it was. That's what it
that,
was.
which was Mia Yim or Meechin, whatever you want to call her. And then you had T Bar, which was Dominic Dijakovic,
Yep.
and you, which was
Dominic
Redhead.
Dijakovic.
What happened to bro? Hey, he used to
That
fuck
nigga
shit
Daj.
up.
Hey, he decent
Dom,
though. He was
they
in TNA and some other shit.
how you gonna call
He in
him
NXT right now. He just had a
Under
match
what
with
name?
who?
his name like something.
I ain't. I
Who you
was saying
talking?
I didn't even Dajakovic.
Yeah, I don't know his name in another promotion. I forgot. I forgot where he
He
even
in
at.
NXT. I'm trying to tell y'all he in NXT. He
But
be
he
wearing
not
the
going by
black coat and
Dajakovic
the
no more.
shade. He might still be. I don't know what he going by, but I know he wear this big ass black coat like the Undertaker and some glasses.
Mm.
Hijack? It's just Dijak then.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
Dijak.
just
That's his
Dijak.
name.
But I
Yeah.
thought they got. Did they re-sign him?
Nah, they ain't get rid of. Yeah, they re-signed him. He in NXT, folks. You just heard me say that
Cause we can't believe it,
shit.
bro. Cause hey, at one
What
point he was going on a run of his own. You know what I'm saying? So
what
like,
and not
Yeah,
picking
he's supposed to be this Terminator ass nigga now.
him.
He still be doing
your
niggas
mic
there.
going in and out, gang.
Who mine?
Nah, Mars.
Hold on, because it's probably
Cause
getting damn
you was just going off, and all we see is you doing this.
bro, bro. It
Yeah,
makes
man.
zero. Why why show all those people that was getting called up to the main roster? You showed Dijak. He even took off the glasses and everything, did the little feature on whatever. Y'all
Yeah,
gave him a t-shirt.
feast your eyes.
Didn't do shit with him. You didn't even give him a vignette on SmackDown. How you going you did basically the same shit you did with what's his name? I forgot his name, bro. But y'all can't keep pulling this card, bro. If you're not gonna use me, just don't even try to put me in that light. Just keep me in
Man, what you
NXT and keep
talking about? Damn, make that shit. Come on, folks. You stretching it.
anything. Y'all gave Keith Lee the damn North American title and the NXT title, and then what's next? He dropped the title and then y'all kick him. What was that for? What was the build up for? I hate when they do that and then they be like, "Oh, budget cuts." Fuck that. You say budget cuts and then you hire somebody else. I'm not trying to hear that. Re-sign me if you gonna do that.
I don't even know if they can
Like,
even say budget cuts anymore. Cause bro, they making so much money right now since the Triple H era. I don't even know.
If it ain't nothing going on, if that person ain't got no legal actions against them or something, don't even say budget cuts, bro.
And
Say the
you know
reason.
they making money because they buying all these other factions or not factions but companies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I know they making money. They got to be making bank, bro.
Partnerships, and
good.
that's
UFC already bringing in
oh,
$1 billion a month, though. You feel me?
Oh no, TKO up right now, bro. Now what I will say about TKO is I can't wait until they start doing crossovers and starts having some of these UFC
They
fighters
say
come in
Montel.
and wrestle.
They
store
say
for it.
Montel. They say Montel. He's supposed to be the first one to cross over when it come to getting in the octagon.
Mm-hmm.
He said he'll
Montel
do it
who?
because he said, nigga, what's his name? Bianca Belair, husband.
Montez, nigga.
Montez, nigga.
I'm like, who the fuck is
Hey,
Montel? I'm like, who is that?
who you
Montez, man.
TKO or something like? Who in TKO named Montel? Like the whole time you talking
I
about
don't
Montel,
know.
All
but
right.
But yeah,
he,
because y'all know he was in the army and shit in the Marines and he said
um,
You
he
think he
got
can
that
fight
combat
though? You think
experience
he
and
can
shit.
like actually UFC
He
fight?
say he say he get black he got the black belt and shit, all type of shit. So
Hmm.
he
I
say they say he really like that. So I
I
He
mean,
think
might be, bro. But we all saw what happened to Punk. We thought Punk was
that's
gonna
punk.
gonna do some
Yeah,
shit. He ended up
I
man,
getting
no.
his ass whooped.
First of all, who the fuck was gonna take him serious, bro?
Hey,
They
I
was
did,
already
bro,
coming in like
because you
I'm
never know, bro.
you, t-
Like the way he was
you
training,
nah.
I thought
He
he
is not
might
no.
Brock
He
Lesnar
is
that
not no
shit.
Brock Lesnar. He is not no Brock. Brock different. That nigga was really aggressive. Like
Hey,
that shit was made for
and
him.
that leads me back to my
Punk,
point though. Since
no,
you want to bring up
no.
Brock in the octagon, Bobby was smoking shit in the octagon too, bro.
Here
yeah.
we
Look at his
go.
record.
Yeah.
Look at his record, bro.
Give a fuck what you talking about. I don't care what nobody say, bro. That nigga weak as fuck to me, bro.
Bro,
I can't go like I don't know, nigga just say like I'll fuck with Bob. Don't get me wrong, like I'll fuck with Bobby Lashley, bro. Like character wise, but like in like reality, bro, that nigga weak as fuck to me, bro. Like he unnecessary. I feel like that nigga just unnecessary.
I'm just
He just
saying.
unnecessary.
I'm just saying, bro. Bro got hands.
I find it so funny though about him and
I
Brock
ain't.
is
I'm
like
finna go back and watch. I'm finna go watch his highlights because every. I mean, not his highlights, but his match. Because every fight that I've watched, it wasn't really
bro.
shit for like. Yeah, he be just grabbing niggas was grabbing him,
All right, let me
and
ask
then
you
he'll
this
get a
question.
few punches in.
Before I'm gonna segue off a little bit.
Brock, I ain't saying Brock. I ain't saying Brock a demon. Like you feel me? Like he ain't never lost. But I'm just saying Brock different, bro. Like
Top
nigga
five,
aggressive.
top five
It's,
WWE superstars that were UFC fighters. Go.
Top five:
Mm-hmm.
Ken Shamrock,
Mm-hmm.
of course
yeah,
Brock.
Mm-hmm.
he and Shamrock always gonna be number one.
Uh, UFC fight or like martial art, mixed martial art background.
As long as they were a WWE fighter and they did UFC or mixed martial arts, like as a
I
as
know,
as
but
another pro sport.
Batista.
Damn,
He was
Batista
weak
I
as
did
don't.
fuck in
fight,
the cage.
but he was
He was
yeah.
weak as
I don't
fuck
remember
too
him
a
winning
little
no
bit.
fights though.
Yeah, that's
He
why I said I
won
don't
like
remember.
one or two,
Okay.
but he ain't had that many. He ain't had that many. But
Somebody.
he actually was like a black belt, brown, some shit like that, in jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu or some shit. Alistair Black for real. He got his own fucking I think like little dojo and shit. You feel me?
Bro. But then again,
Who
I'm going.
Goldberg.
Fuck no. Nah, bro. I ain't
Like
seen. I ain't
combat
seen.
skills,
But I ain't never seen him
like
fight in the octagon though.
did
no,
you?
not no
Well, did
octagon. You said mixed martial arts background too, nigga.
Yeah,
Like that
well, I
nigga got
meant
mixed
like
martial arts
but I
background.
said fighting in like a pro arena though. I've never seen Goldberg do anything outside of
Uh,
football and wrestling. You know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
haven't either.
But
Seen him
yeah, I may have seen him
training.
train, but I ain't never seen the nigga fight like a fight. Uh,
man, fuck y'all.
Brock
Anyway,
Lesnar, Ken Shamrock, Ronda Rousey,
Ronda
Bobby
Rousey.
Lashley.
Yep, I forgot about.
Ain't you?
Bro.
And
That man's so
who you say?
Bro, what's this shit with Bobby Lashley, bro?
Because bro, he got a nice fighting record. If you look at his record, bro, he got a nice fighting record.
He
And
ain't fight nobody for real. I would have a nice fight record if I ain't fight nobody for
all
real.
right, all right, bro, I will look up the stats right now.
Go ahead. I don't give a fuck about what the stats say. I'm telling you, I fuck with Lashley though. Don't get me wrong. Like 2008 Bobby Lashley,
Bro,
that's the nigga I wanted to see.
the nigga
I didn't
is
want to see this
fit.
weak
His
ass.
MMA record is 15-2. He only lost two
what
fights out of 15 fights, bro.
you talking about?
And
That bro,
name somebody he fought for real. Like in out of them 15. Name somebody like that was like that in all them 15 fights.
All right, hold on,
Exactly.
hold on, hold
You
on.
can't even name no fucking body.
they could have just had Cain Velasquez come back, but
Nah, we not.
Man,
That was so weak.
he was weak as hell too. He bogus
they
as hell for doing that to himself.
should have known it would have been something though because they did it at Saudi. Like, come on,
You know,
nobody.
But like
I'm not even gonna pretend like I know who any of these niggas is, but I don't see nobody name who I just absolutely know. But he got a bunch of people on here. I tell you that much. Josh Epel,
exactly.
James Thompson, Dan Charles, Carl Etherton, Josh Burns, Tony Milton,
And Levin,
Matthew Larson, Kevin Apser,
what
James
and
Thompson.
what they records say. What they should say.
Well, I'm gonna look at the people that beat him because he beat James Thompson and they ran it back. So James Thompson record is 20-17.
Who we talking about?
These other fighters that Bobby Lashley fought. Chad Griggs, his record is 11-3. And a lot of these
Man,
too
fuck
is
that shit.
first round like knockouts, bro. Josh
Like
Pelt 15-7.
or like submission knockout.
They TKOs. So he got KO, TKO, KO, TKO, KO, TKO, KO, TKO, TKO, KO, TKO, and then the rest of them are by decision and submissions.
Okay. Still ain't being Brock though.
Shit, this last dude he only fought Bobby Lashley, and that's it. He ain't had no fight since then. That shit was in
Mm-hmm.
2008. He must have got whooped so goddamn bad. This other
Picked it
dude,
up.
Because
Jason
he was
Guida,
weakest.
he got a win loss record of 13 losses, so he quit. Because he wasn't fucking nobody up.
I ain't gonna lie. You get
I
Yo,
would have
if
quit
you get
too. Weak ass nigga.
a damn fighter no more, you can't even give me mental advice
at the
because you
end of the
done
day
got
though,
beat.
the nigga got a 15-2 record, and that's all I was trying to say. So, suck it. Suck it.
He's still weak as fuck, bro. Like I don't even know why you defending him.
It
This
is what
man,
it is.
this one thing Bobby needs to stop doing though, like what he was doing when he came back to WWE, is, bro. We know that you couldn't grow hair and stuff like that. Your condition. Don't put no stuff on you, bro. Just don't. If you gotta
You
walk
said
around
don't do what
like
more?
don't paint no eyebrows or nothing, bro. Like if you gotta walk around looking like a bald chocolate Super
He probably
Saiyan
got
3,
he probably got alopecia.
He do got alopecia.
Right. So
but
what the fuck more I was talking about?
you ain't
He
gotta
can't
do
control
all
that
that.
shit, nigga. He
He want to
can't,
look normal,
bro,
bro. Let the man
nigga.
look normal, bro.
You right. Your little dread ass.
The
Cut your
only
shit
the
off.
only person in wrestling that can pull off no eyebrows is Kane, bro. That's because they got burnt off kayfabe. and
I
and
was
the
sure
only
about the
the
I
only other
see.
person that can pull it off is Stone Cold, and that's because his shit's so blind you can't even see his fucking eyebrows. You know that
yeah,
nigga got
Uh-huh.
eyebrows.
Uh-huh.
eyebrows. Honestly, bro. I never noticed that.
Y'all want to know who used to have eyebrows that don't got eyebrows no more? The Rock. That nigga eyebrow
Mm-hmm.
gone. What happened to the people's eyebrow that fell off his fucking face, bro?
That's probably why you don't do it no more. That's why you
He
might
just
just
got
be like,
straight forehead,
Hey,
huh?
bro, that nigga used to have
Nigga.
thick ass eyebrows. This shit gone, bro. He.
They talking about go ahead. Shorty got a head on hard.
All right, look, check it out. So next match we got Intercontinental Championship: Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor, Penta, and Dominic Mysterio.
that
How we
was a
feel
good
about
match.
that match? Because that was a good
That
ass
was
match.
not even
That
gonna
was a
lie.
good ass match.
Out there, bro.
I fuck with Nick. I fuck with Dom Woodland though. I don't care.
Hell
I
yeah,
knew
me too.
Dom title.
I
I fuck
love
with
that.
that
I
shit though.
love that the crowd was actually with him, bro. I love that he turned face basically that night. You know what I'm saying?
Cause they was,
And
man,
I think this
they've been booing my man for like 2, 3 years now, bro. It's
no,
Since,
they have been, but it
bro,
only worked. Think about it though, it only worked because of the Finn Balor storyline. If they didn't have that, he wouldn't have went over. He wouldn't have
yeah.
went over. Like and
That's
and, and
that's
kudos to Finn Balor for even like, you know, putting him over. Cause I'm telling you, bro, Finn deserves a real run at a real major title.
bro. Ellen, bro, we've been saying this since he lost the Universal title, bro. Like y'all never gave that man his match, his rematch clause or whatever. And then when y'all did that 4 years later, 4 or 5 years later against Roman, and even with that, like y'all still fucked him over in the match. How you gonna go for the coup de grace and then y'all cut the ropes? And don't act like y'all ain't cut the ropes because we seen it. We seen it.
I
That was
think
bull, bro.
I think too. I have to give WWE like bullshit. I gotta call it bullshit because for them to retire the Universal Championship, I thought that was bullshit. Because Finn deserves to be 2-time undisputed Universal WWE Champion.
He should have been the last person to hold. First and
I don't
last.
I don't think they wrong for that. First of all,
I
watch
do
your fucking
because
mouth when you talk about Roman. Yeah,
no, think about it though, bro. You got two titles that they created, right? They had a WWE Championship, then they created the Universal Championship. Now, granted, that was a Vince thing that created the Universal title. But
Mm-hmm.
you got this whole brand around the WWE fans being the WWE universe, and then you combine WWE Universal Championships for the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. I felt like it should have been the WWE Universal Undisputed Championship at that point.
Damn,
Just kept it like that.
did the
Nah, that shit
Universal?
sound weak as hell though.
Now I think about it, because they brought it in at like 2016, 2017,
It was 2015
2015.
with
Yeah,
the
it had to
uni-
be like 2015. I said that too.
It
Even
was
with that, okay, they got their little 10-year run with that, but still, or almost, because they ain't get rid of it until what, last year.
Last week, Roman Reigns,
Universal,
Cody Rhodes is technically the last Universal Champion because
no,
Roman Reigns.
no, he wasn't. No,
No,
because
listen, Roman Reigns unified the titles, bro. That's why they gave him the single belt. That's why he stopped carrying two belts because he was the World Heavyweight Champion and the WWE
it
Universal
became and
Champion.
it became and it became undisputed once he had
Right,
both of them, nigga.
right, and that
So
consolidated them.
once he got the undisputed, the universal, that shit was out the window
that's what I'm
Technically,
saying.
already.
technically, but that's my thing. Whenever Paul Heyman was
Once
going on the run of your WWE World Heavyweight Undisputed Universal Champion Roman
That's because he had
Reigns,
nigga. That's because he had the WWE champion and he had the WWE Universal. He ain't had no choice but to.
and
Once you
now
put both of them
and now
together,
we put both of them together, you still the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Universal Champion.
no, there's no such thing as Universal no more.
that's what I'm
Then
It's
why
saying.
just
then why is it
undisputed.
so
The Universal was just its own title,
Oh,
and the WWE was just its own title. It was one was on SmackDown, one was supposed to be on Raw.
John Cena is the WWE champion.
Exactly.
Is he the WWE
He's
champion
not
or
the
is he the WWE
Universal. He's not.
undisputed champion?
He's the WWE. He's
Oh,
the
okay.
undisputed.
Because the belt say
That title is
undisputed. The belt say undisputed.
exactly the belt is undisputed still because the two titles was combined. They still going based off that. That's why I said the Universal. That shit was out the window.
That's why it's just WWE
I don't
That's why
think
undisputed.
it's
y'all
just
hearing
WWE.
me though. I get what y'all saying that he
I get
unified them and that made it undisputed. But if you unified the belt and now the belt is undisputed, you still all of those fucking things, bro.
at this point just de-unify it or just call it WWE. WWE champion just sounds better
They
than
need to
W
come out with a new belt then.
Universal champion.
That's what's finna
And
happen.
it don't
John
need to say
Cena's finna, I'm
it
trying
don't
to
need
tell
to say
y'all,
undisputed no more.
Randy Orton's not Randy Orton's not gonna get that 15 title run until that new title gets here. John Cena
Thank
is literally finna take that title home. I'm trying to tell y'all that
thank
nobody's getting
y'all.
that title back. Not even fucking Cody.
Somebody done said it, bro.
Nobody's
That
getting that title back. When he say that shit, he mean that shit. And then you gotta understand, fucking he the Rock champion, Rock in office.
and Rock was the
He's
last
gonna
person
keep
that
that title. And if he do lose that title, it's gonna be literally his last match when he loses that title.
Mm-hmm.
He's not he you heard what he said. He don't have matches. He have appearances, nigga. That nigga
So
probably ain't gonna fight until damn near literally his last
So
match
what they
type
gonna
shit. That's
do?
what I'm
Because he
saying.
already said he gonna force them to create a new title. So yeah, if they ending it like that, then they gotta create a new title. John
they
Cena is
gotta
gonna
create.
hold both those titles, but when he gonna lose the WWE title, not the undisputed title.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen like that. I'm gonna tell you that
But
right now.
Well, how they gonna
when that
introduce a
time,
new
It's
belt?
not.
They gotta introduce a new belt before he win. Because if he win the title, then they just keep the undisputed championship. Why create a new title after Randy Orton win? They should create the title now so that they can
No,
submit.
nigga,
They can submit.
you didn't hear shit I said.
Randy's gonna do the same thing.
When Randy get his 15 title run, it's gonna be when the new title gets here. He's not even gonna get to hold that damn title seen that's on now. I'm trying to tell you.
That's why I'm trying to tell you that they gotta
He's gonna,
introduce a new belt now.
when after he wins it the night on Raw. I'm telling you what's gonna happen because they gonna have the whole little podium thing or whatever with the little satin sheet over it, and he unveil a new title, and then the other title was go if he don't, it gotta go because Brock is the reason why the WWE title looks like the way it is now. Bro.
Yeah.
You think about it,
Yeah.
because he did that the night after what's called after he beat um the CM Punk.
So let me ask y'all this then. They create a new title, right? Do they make it look similar to the title that they got now, or do they do a whole new redesign, or
It's gonna be a whole.
do they
It's gonna
do a
be a whole.
callback? Do they do a callback like they've been doing to the original WWE Championship belt, and they just read like they do a callback, but they make it new, like how
I
they did
would
with
do
the
a
World Heavyweight Championship belt.
It's gonna be some. It's gonna be some like that winged eagle shit. And it's gonna be
I
between. It's gonna be between Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes. That's gonna hold that title or Roman. One of them's getting that title though.
I don't want
Between them
Seth
three.
because like you just had the world heavyweight. Like at least
Just
let
think about it.
somebody
Look
else
at the faction. Look at the faction
at
he building, bro.
Seth.
Then he got Paul Heyman in his ear. I mean, as his you feel me, his wise man now.
I
We
feel
slapping
like
the shit out that nigga when we catch him though.
I feel like
We
Randy should beat Cena for the new title, whatever they create. And I hope it is some kind of wing eagle variation, just like they did a variation of
yeah.
the big goatee. You know what I'm saying? I think I think they should do that. But I think Randy should win the title from Cena. Randy should drop the title to Cody Rhodes, and then Cody Rhodes should drop the title to Seth Rollins.
No, yeah, why you say no? No, fuck that.
Why not?
I
Fuck that shit.
I Seth getting the title too fast.
Cause you just
Seth
said fuck. You just said fuck CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Like
Seth
Roman not on Raw, bro. Come on, bro.
You
Stop
just said
disrespecting my mans like
Seth
that.
Rollins been going to run with this new faction. You
Right,
just
but I
said that.
said I said Seth Rollins too, but I also said Roman Reigns. And you just said fuck what the rest of the shit I just said.
No,
or
I didn't because Seth can drop the title to Roman Reigns. What I'm saying is storyline, bro.
what they
Storyline.
what
Hold
they
on,
should
Mars. Hold on, real quick. Let me just say this. Real quick. Storyline wise, Randy and John Cena renewing their rivalry. Randy beats
Type
John
shit.
Cena for the title. Sends John
Yeah.
Cena home as the last real undisputed champion.
okay.
Then Cody Rhodes finally comes back. I think Cody Rhodes should take a break from TV. Cody Rhodes finally
Duh.
comes back and he turns heel on Randy Orton, which nobody will see coming because everybody was expecting Randy to be the one to turn heel on Cody. Right?
Mhm.
That makes sense.
So
But then
Cody turns heel on Randy after Randy wins the title. Cody beats Randy for the title. Seth Rollins is then like, oh, nah. Now I got to put you down like I had to put down CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Right? And then the whole time, you got this Seth Rollins versus CM Punk and Roman Reigns still continuing in the background. Right? Seth wins the title, and now you can have Seth go against either CM Punk or Roman Reigns for the new title.
I feel like what they should do is give somebody that has not won a world or WWE title, and that person should be Braun Breaker.
No, it's not his time
No.
yet.
Y'all,
Yeah.
y'all,
It's
Shut the
not his
fuck up with
time
that shit.
yet. Yeah.
You lost me with
I'm
that one,
It's
bro.
not his
You just
time yet,
made
gang.
you just
What are
made me
you
mad.
talking about?
First of all, I'm tired of seeing his swole neck. I fuck with Brian Breaker though, but I'm tired of seeing his swole back by the ass, bro.
that's going to, you know, start
No,
their fresh.
you pushing it too early though. You feel me? He had a decent run at the Intercontinental shit, but you feel me? He ain't
Everybody
even did shit for real. He just running around scaring niggas. That's it. I mean, he be
is
putting on decent ass matches and shit, but
excited.
he gotta do
Your mic
something.
going out again, bro.
I'm not
Umar,
trying to hear.
No, say what you just said though. You good now. Say it.
But I'm just saying like, cause that was the same thing with like the whole what's called situation. Like when Roman was finna go against Brock for the title for the first time and everything. Everybody thought, damn, Vince keep pushing Roman down our throats. They gonna have Roman win that Mania. And what happened? Seth pulled up with the Money in the Bank, stole it from
But
him.
that was nigga, that was last minute. That wasn't even supposed to happen.
So, bro, you acting like this stuff can't happen now, bro?
Okay, so the only
Or
way the only way that you saying can happen and it makes sense is if Braun Breaker is entered into Money in the
not
Bank
even
and wins Money in the Bank. That's the only way that's gonna happen, gang.
there's more established
Exactly.
stars roster where they can pick a new guy to be a WWE champion. He might not be.
Right, but
He,
it's not his time yet. What are you talking
Yeah,
about,
I don't think it's
nigga?
his
It is.
time yet, bro. They still Seth Rollins, CM Punk,
He
and Roman
still
Reigns still got a lot of life left. And
I,
literally, you feel
this
me?
year finna fly by so fast. Everything I just said on how I think it should lead up can finish out John Cena's final year, bro.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
I
You know what we gonna hear one more time? You know who I think gonna probably do it though? And I keep hearing the rumors too though. It
Who?
might be that nigga Dan Brown.
Nah, I think he done. I think he said he was finished with
Nah,
when he said he was done with AEW. I think he was done, bro.
I
Now
ain't gonna lie.
I
I
would
like
say if that happened, that would fucking blow the roof off that
I'm
place.
telling you,
The yes chance
we
would
gonna
come back
everybody gonna
so
see.
fast.
You gonna hear that? Dun, 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 dun. Everybody I'm telling you. And you
uh,
know he the one that beat Cena the first time for that I
that was
think
a damn elbow injury though.
yeah.
If
I
Cena
think
didn't
if he
come back,
had an elbow injury, he
they
would have
would
had a
have kept
longer run.
it was supposed to go. But they pulled that card Randy right after because they knew for a fact we got to get some heat off this shit. We got to pull that card.
All right.
Perfectly
Shit, Dan
planned.
Bryan,
So let's segue into this then, since we talking about this grand storyline of how this shit should happen between Cena dropping the title. Let's get to the last match, and then we can jump into Monday Night Raw. So last match of WrestleMania was Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, which we all know. All three of us hated that match. I feel like John Cena threw that match away. It was
I
so
ain't hate that shit.
I hated it.
I
It
didn't,
was so slow, bro. And the
It
the
was.
thing about John Cena that I
but John,
hate.
at this point, what he was saying, you get nothing. Everything you thought you was finna get Super Cena. No,
And that's
if
cool. That's cool. But the one thing that John Cena is missing, and he said it on Monday Night Raw, ruthless
uh,
aggression. When he put Cody in the CFU or what do we call it now? I mean STFU. When he put when he
STF,
put when he put him in the STF, which is still the STFU to me, but
yeah,
when he put him in the STF, I hate this shit that John does when he just doing this shit.
yeah, he should have choked him out
He
like
should have
this.
choked him out, bro.
He
You
should have
got
Like he
these
choked him
did
big
out.
ass
CM Punk
arms. You know what
at
I'm
the
saying?
elimination
Yeah,
chamber.
bro. Like you got these big ass arms, bro. This shit right here don't look like you ruthless.
Yeah,
Tuck your arms in, bro, and choke a
you could
nigga.
because like he still be giving pointers, be like, "Hey, you gotta crawl a little bit, and then once you get closer, I'm gonna drag you." Type stuff. He gotta stop that too, because I know they have to communicate in the ring and everything, and not have the people see. But John has a problem over the last 10 years. He's been letting he's been getting too sloppy with it, where you can clearly see him be like, "Hey, punch me again. Hey, this finna happen next." You know,
Yeah.
hi, bro. No, do something. Put your head against the matter.
But
You
even
know,
if he just made that extra attempt to look more ruthless with his move set, not holding his punches so much. Uh,
you got to be like how you used to, and
he
that's
said
why.
he said that we get nothing, but he took his time, and it was such a. It just didn't feel like he deserved to win 17. He's like it
Yeah,
feels like he only won 17 because he John Cena and he deserves 17.
Done
But
it.
it didn't feel
they
like
they put us into a corner though. But what I felt like Cody should have did more, because y'all can't say y'all didn't have time time for the match. Y'all had time, but the problem with Cody is that you're just gonna let him squash you. You let all this build up and all
Exactly,
that
bro. That's why I'm saying this is why I
squash.
feel like Cody should take a break.
You let him take your time. Not only just okay, I get if like the match. Most matches, have that build up towards the end where they're going blow for blow or something like that, or this person is hitting them and crowd is chanting this side and they booing this other side and stuff like that. But Cody, bro, you let him hit you with four, then almost five consecutive double axe handles from the top, from the middle rope. John Cena never does that. Anybody who watched John Cena matches knows he never does that. He'll probably pull off a leg drop during the big match or something, like how he did later on. But John Cena never does double axe handles. Like, come on now.
And that's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
he is old.
I get nah, fuck all that. He got
But
enough.
John
He got enough. He got enough to make the match look more. He should have
losing,
dominated Cody Rhodes the same way that he like
I
Brock Lesnar dominated him, because he's fucking John Cena. You know what I mean? And
wouldn't
what makes me even more pissed off about that match is that it didn't even feel right for Travis Scott to come out and get involved, right? It'd have been
be,
different if like Travis Scott came out and John Cena was like whooping the shit out of Cody Rhodes that whole time, and then he can come out and take his time. You know what I mean? Or if Cody Rhodes
That
was
was the
whooping
only
John
thing.
Cena the whole time, and
that
then
was
he
that,
come out, take his time, and distracts
That
Cody
was the
Rhodes
only thing I
and
can
gets him
say.
to take the win. But that shit just felt so unnecessary, bro, to be a part of that storyline.
That's
Like,
the only thing I can
what
say.
did he
I don't
really
like.
do?
I,
I didn't like
I feel,
about the storyline was Travis Scott weak ass. I don't like
bro,
him in WWE. Period, because he weak as hell.
Travis
Weak as
Scott
fuck.
pulled that ER stunt. I don't care what nobody say. You don't take that long to get to the damn ring. You took longer than Undertaker at WrestleMania motherfucking
Bro, he
15.
walked. That's what I'm saying. All that time that he just walked was all the
Played
time
that,
you could have seen Cody recover, make a big comeback, and then lose. You ain't see none of that.
bro. He did that shit for streams and what's cause, bro. Cause you played out your whole damn verse. You could have speed walked. You could have did a little, little rock moment and stand at the top of the ramp and then started speed walking down. I wouldn't give a damn if you ran or jogged, bro.
Then he got that
You,
weak ass hardcore title.
Yeah, now that
bro.
title cold though. I ain't gonna
Take
lie. Fuck you talking about that
Nah,
title.
shut
That
your
title
weak
one
ass
of
up.
them. I like that fucking
he
title. They
was
really should make that a real title and make that like a thing again.
No,
Travis Scott get to the ring. You would have thought he was doing mocap for his interest for the game, bro. That's how long it took. You could have warmed up a bowl of noodles, went to the bathroom and came back, and he still wasn't done yet. And probably ate the bowl of noodles before he got in the ring with Cody. That's how long it took. And then with Cody taking so long with the crossroads, you should have just grabbed him, said you ready, tossed him, then kicked him out the ring. You wait forever to roll him out of the ring. He's probably not gonna roll because he's trying to act like he did. But even with that,
And
you
yeah, he
act
said a
like
terrible actor too. Y'all fucking hated that. Like, bro, he
he
trying to get you
took.
out the ring, bro. Get the fuck out the ring. Roll, nigga, roll. Like, what the fuck was going
That's what
on,
I'm saying.
bro?
Even with that, bro. Like, I don't give a damn if you dead weight or not. Get the hell out my ring, bro. I don't care if I got 3 minutes left for this match. You getting out one way or the other. I hit you with another
He
one
should have
again.
picked him up and tossed his ass over the top rope.
And Cody was like, Cody acting in that match was like John Cena when he was going against what's called, bro. I forgot his name, but it was just like his acting was not up to par during that match, bro. Like you could have at least made it seem like you was giving a fighting chance. Every time you got your momentum and your what's called, it died down
Yeah, it
because it
died
was like,
down because it didn't even feel like you was getting real momentum because you wasn't getting beat the fuck up, bro. Like I hated that whole match. That match will go
every,
down in history because John Cena is the 17th time world champion and he broke a record. But that match is not going down as like a greatest of all. It's going in the never want to see it again. Don't even want to talk about it. John Cena got his,
Logan
his win because that's it.
I Logan Paul worst match or his first match was better than that, bro.
So many
Better
matches
than
is
that.
better than that, bro. I can name so many matches better than that match. That match was terrible. It
I
was
can put up
terrible.
Triple H better than that.
It was
And
the worst match of all the matches of Mania, but the worst match for like the greatest build up. It was a really
and
good build up, and it just was a terrible fucking match. It was such a letdown. It was such a
it
letdown.
hurt because it was like, damn, bro. Even though I knew for a fact Cena was gonna come back, it just hurt me deep down because it was just like, gee, we, bro, we waited so long. Everybody was anticipating this, and yes, vice versa on both sides of the contest of the fight. But it's like y'all could have did better. I wouldn't give a damn if hell y'all done already put back up the tables that was broken. Put them through another table. I don't give a damn. Throw them out the ring with an AA. Something. Do something, bro. Even the low blow is like that low blow was weak because like you going like this with the title back and forth. Cody should have just tried to give one himself.
Yeah, it was
Even if
bad.
Cena called himself with, bro, it was like, man, and Cena got to stop that too. Like the same thing with that whole situation when he was going for this. Cena be already, trying to coach them through it, like go this way, go that way, and then he be, put some pep in your step, bro. Go a little bit faster. I don't care if you went like this and then boom, it scuffed the side of your face, and then you did a little spin around, turn back around, like he was gonna hit you with the crossroads, and then you got out, and then called him into an AA. Cause you can't do that. You can't do that. Like he catch you like for the crossroads or whatever, and right before he was called, like you could just spin your head around, like a suplex, and then catch him like that on your shoulders and throw him. I wouldn't give a damn if he did that, bro. Anything but that finish would have been better. Would have
Yeah,
been better.
terrible, terrible match overall. But Raw After Mania was good, and I'm
Or
ready.
even
I'm ready to see what's going to happen next. I
even
like
though
the.
y'all could have just hit about that. Y'all do it any other time when CM Punk was gone for years. He said he wasn't coming back. I bet y'all was still music
I
at the air,
honestly would have rather had saw that than to see
bro.
what happened with Travis Scott. I'd rather them had just hit Rock music just to
Even
get
if
the
he was,
crowd like a distraction, and Rock didn't show up. But that would have pissed a lot of people off. I ain't gonna lie. That would have pissed
y'all
a
could.
lot of people off.
My bad,
Rock
but
said
y'all could.
Rock said we ain't gonna see him for a while.
That's probably true.
But
He
even with
said
that, like
he said
I get that
he only showed up to put the shit in play. He said how John Cena and Cody Rhodes story end is on them.
he should have just did a pre-recorded video of him acting like he was there, or even though he wasn't there as a type shit. It'd be like Cody, this ain't going like that. Something. You could have gave us something. I don't care if it was 15 seconds, bro. 10 seconds. Nuh-uh. We ain't going for that. This is how it's
Oh,
gonna
he
go.
huff his hell. Oh my life, he huff his hell.
Hard, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Um, let's wrap this up though, cause I got another podcast to do. I'm a busy man. But
Type shit.
Monday
He
Night
thought
Raw
he
After
was.
Mania, we saw the rivalry rekindle. Orton comes out, gives John Cena an RKO. I loved it.
Uh-huh.
He
I
said,
loved
shit.
it.
You
He
got
said
RKO.
that nigga he was
Shit.
shook. Shit. Yeah, and that was the perfect like little touch too, man. So shout out to John Cena for that because that was a good little touch because he really wasn't expecting it. You know what I mean? So I do like that. Um, I'm interested to see what they finna do with Rhea Ripley now. I don't know
She
if
got
she goes for another title run against EO, but you know what I kind of
Her
want
and
to see.
Bianca finna.
I can see that happening too, but rumor is Paige is coming back, and I would love to see Paige and Rhea Ripley team up and go for tag titles.
I can see that.
right? Because they can really end Rhea Ripley's run right now because she still got a lot of career left in her that she can go for a title run again later on.
No surprise they never drop. Well, they never be like, all right, let's actually go with this idea. Even if y'all don't put them in a tag team, have them do a rivalry. Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan. There's so
I
much.
want to see that too. But
There's
if we
so
talking about Alexa Bliss, man, I want to know where the fuck is the Wyatt Six and what storyline are they finna run? Because that I was so happy for that and it just disappeared.
Now I hope they really don't drop the ball with that and waste that potential, bro. Because everybody on that squad got potential. I'm not gonna cap. Everybody on that squad got potential, but it's the booking and the timing that has to come with it. We
Yeah.
have to have storyline, uh, 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 some great matches to follow behind it, and some great build up. If we don't have any of those to at least live up to expectation, it's probably not gonna go how we want it to go. But
Who do they attack though? Like who's hot right now that they can insert them into something to try to stop?
that's another thing where I'm really trying to figure that out too, cause I don't know. I can't see no. I can see them coming back, doing something, but I can't see them like who are they going to attack because y'all had a lot of moments where y'all kept teasing when they first showed up. All right, Jay Uso was running off and stuff, but y'all y'all never y'all never even said remotely like we're coming after you this that and the third, or gave subliminal messages, bro. Like y'all just did that little feud which y'all had with what's called them, and then it was raps from there. Like they just disappeared from the screen. Uh,
I don't know. I don't know who they go after next. But speaking of going
that
after next, what do we see happening with Jay Uso? Because I'm not gonna lie, Sammy getting off that top rope and standing there like that for a second, I thought
you thought
Sammy was about to attack Jay Uso. The crowd thought Sammy was about to attack Jay Uso.
who knows though, because it like that's a lot of stuff that plays a part into it, because like they did the whole bloodline situation, and for the longest Jimmy was rocking with Sammy. It was Jay that wasn't rocking with Sammy.
Right.
Once once Jay got the rocking with Sammy, it was Jimmy now turning heel and sticking with Roman and being like, yeah, we don't need them. Then y'all had the whole situation with them all coming together and be like, yeah, Roman's the bad guy. You know, we got to take him. But even with that, it's like there's so many ways you can play it, and the storyline is not even just between the three of them. It's between so many people like KO.
KO out, so we ain't gotta talk about KO.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of people that's been done dirty by all three of those men.
So would you rather see? I'm gonna give you two storylines. Would you rather see a storyline being built with them building up tension between the brothers and having Jay Uso versus Jimmy Uso at Mania next year? Or would you rather
It's
see, hold on, or would you rather
uh,
see a storyline where Jay Uso gifts Sami Zayn a championship opportunity because they boys? Jay Uso beats Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn lets that drive him crazy and then flips on him and becomes heel and starts attacking Jay Uso because he know he's the better wrestler than Jay Uso. And then see Jay Uso versus Sami Zayn.
that sounds like a whole nother Cody situation,
What you mean?
because then Cody give out an opportunity to somebody like that the same exact way.
I mean, that's
Sami
been done
Zayn.
before in the past. Yeah, it was Sami Zayn, but Sammy didn't turn. But my thing is, Sammy has gotten big match opportunities. He keep
Yeah,
losing.
but he
So which one is
yeah
gonna
he
be the one that breaks the camel's back and then allows Sami Zayn to transition from a face to a heel? Because what I'm telling you, bro, when he got off them ropes and he stood in the middle of that ring, everybody thought he was finna attack Cody, and I was like, yo,
Sammy
this is finna be amazing.
where it has the moment where after Jay is like, the match is over. Jay they 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 shake hands or whatever and stuff. Jay Jay get to celebrating after the match, and then Sammy's looking off into the distance like I got to come back or some type of way, some type of form. I'm going to get that title. So if that does happen, if that storyline, Sammy, I feel like he could pull off the upset and win the first time, but I
Nah,
feel
that
like
that's
Sammy.
not gonna be. I don't think that's gonna go over well. He gotta lose.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like in my heart, Sammy should lose, and then he get that recollection with himself, be like, I'm not good enough. I gotta in my own way, own terms. Stop playing by the book. I gotta, I gotta do what I
That's
gotta
why I
do.
said he got to turn heel. I think a heel Sami Zayn would do something for his career and
Because
give
Sami
him
Zayn
a good storyline. Because he not. I don't can't really
is,
recall a time where Sami Zayn was like a true heel. He's always been a face to me.
yeah. Even when he was with KO, the first run, the second run, you know, it
When
was
he
always
first came back, when he first returned, he became heel.
yeah. When he was with Shinsuke, but like still,
No,
nobody
not
does.
even when he was with, not even when he was with Shinsuke. This is before he was with Shinsuke. He came back talking about something. He ain't miss the people, and he ain't care about
Yeah,
doing
he was
this.
he was a little bit of a heel, but it didn't work then. I think now it'll work for real. Because you
Because
just like to
now,
see Sami Zayn as a face, but if you got him a reason behind him turning, because he keep losing big match opportunities, now he gonna turn from face to heel, and now he has a reason to be a heel because he tired of fucking losing big matches, and that's how you get a good Sami Zayn heel.
yeah,
That's how you do it.
I fucks with that. I
Now
mess.
we talked about WrestleMania. We talked about Raw recap. I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about real quick Jacob Fatu and Jacob Fatu being a United States champion and what this means for the dynamic of Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Because I think Solo Sikoa is
Solo,
really, really hating low key. He act like
yeah.
he proud of Jacob. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
They finna turn
He,
on him, and that's when
he
They
Fatu
finna
gonna
turn
end up.
like how Evolution
Roman's
did.
Roman's finna recruit
he's
Fatu,
gonna play the
Yeah, they finna turn on him. I think they're gonna be on SmackDown tonight, and they're gonna do
and
it
that's
just
when
like
we go.
how
No, no,
Triple H
no.
did Randy Orton, bro.
Look, Roman's finna recruit Fatu, and this is where we finna see Braun Breaker versus Jacob Fatu for the United States title. It's faction versus faction. I'm trying to tell you how that's gonna go. Zilla's finna come into play. One of either Tamatonga or Solo gonna come back, or it's gonna be between Jimmy. One of, I'm trying to tell you, Roman Reigns is finna rebuild the bloodline, and this time they finna wreck shit like off GP. They finna be some wild Samoans for real. Roman's finna go back to his roots, and they finna come in and dominate shit.
But do let's see. My thing is, do Roman even really want to rebuild the bloodline because he already
I
done
think
saw that everybody keep switching on
no.
him, right? Everybody keep turning on him. Everybody keep, you know what I'm saying, doing him dirty. So now does he go on a solo run and he's like, I don't need anybody and I'm just gonna wreck shop? You know what I mean? Or
He gonna keep failing because he gonna
does he
realize
rebuild?
he gonna realize he need everybody.
Yeah.
He gonna realize
That's
he needed them more than what he thought he didn't. And that's what
no.
I'm
He
telling you. He's gonna. I'm
yeah.
trying to tell you, bro. That's the
That's
perfect setup for all them to. Because I feel like I don't know Roman. I feel like Roman can't be by himself right now. and that's what they going. That's what they trying to go shoot up. They trying Roman can't be by himself. Roman need his empire. Roman gonna start rebuilding. I'm trying to tell you. This time it's not gonna be. It's gonna be bigger because eventually he gonna have all the fucking. You feel me? Samoan dynasty. I
What
feel like
was
they gonna come in.
what was the
Who
opposite name?
who
The
else? Who?
the the damn Justice League, the opposite versions of them.
I don't know.
I forgot.
The Injustice League. I don't know.
Huh?
It was. I want to say it was the Hurt Syndicate or something like that.
The Hurt Syndicate is not the Justice League, bro. What are you
No,
talking about?
Yeah,
it was on those
quick
lines
he get
though.
Yeah.
They built him as the opposite of the bloodline. Like the true meaning what the bloodline was is going to be vice versa in the meaning of it. You know,
All I know is if Roman
like
Reigns does rebuild and he rebuilds with Jacob Fatu and Zilla Fatu as his two guys, that's gonna be crazy. Cause you can't rebuild the bloodline.
Power Syndicate.
I don't think you.
That's what
I don't think you should bring the Usos back. I
no.
don't think you should
I think
because
you should let.
because
I
if
think
that
you should let
happens,
them do
is
their
let them do their own thing because
shit. I mean,
them
only.
realigning back, you can't. Roman's too jealous and wants to be on top
Yeah,
for Jey Uso to be world heavyweight champion and
you see,
coexist in that same space. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna
Roman
happen.
Roman wouldn't even want to go back to a damn U.S. title, or you know, if they told him to, you know,
None of that. Why should
he
he?
wouldn't want.
He's above
Oh,
that. He's above that.
that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't want to be there if they gave him that option. He would have took his ball and left.
Yeah, no. Um, Jay got to end up dropping that title. To who he gonna drop it to, I don't know. But the only way I can see the Usos coming back and being a
I
part of
feel
the
like
bloodline, something crazy would have to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing I want to see, because I know they're not going to bring the Usos back, but I want to see a callback of one of them at least, or at least when they do have a match, one of them, both of them show up with one of they face, you know, as the face paint that they used to wear, but it's
They
on one different, and just do
they
the
can do
tribal
that,
dance.
but they don't need to do that. I feel like that
One-
part.
I just the one
You just
time
want to
though,
see it. You just want to see it, but it don't need to happen.
but it gotta have some meaning to that match and everything and stuff like that. But
I honestly think
only
at some point they're gonna have because both the Usos even said it. They didn't like their WrestleMania performance. It was weak. That was a weak match for them. So I know they want to both run it back again, brother versus brother. And the only way I think you can do that is if they doing that over the title, because Jimmy's just sick and tired of not getting opportunities. You know what I mean?
when he beat Jay.
Yeah,
they need Brett versus Owen type match though. You know, like a
that's what it was supposed to
classic.
be at Mania, but it was such a weak match. Like it was garbage.
They need to have a series, bro. I don't care.
Well, we gonna see tonight what's gonna happen. I'm interested to see what they're finna do with Tiffany Stratton. If Paige is coming back, I would love to see Paige versus Tiffany Stratton. I want to see AJ Lee come back. They got so many people coming back, bro. They might as well have AJ Lee come back. That'd be insane.
But AJ come back, I might flip something in this room.
Yeah. Um. I'm gonna go back a little bit and then we gonna end this. But I just want to say that NXT is definitely killing shit. Stand and Deliver was just as good as WrestleMania, and that match between Obafemi, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans, bro,
That was good, man.
that was a good match. And
And
I know what they finna have to do is Obafemi finna drop that title. And he either gonna drop it to Trick or he gonna drop it to Javon Evans. But I feel like he should drop it to Javon Evans, and then Trick Williams should be called up to the main roster.
I feel like Javon Evans should steal it though. You know, have it make it look like he's not going to win, and then he ends up pulling the upset.
Yeah, I mean, but
Like
he
toss.
deserves it.
At the end.
After that performance, I think he deserves it. And furthermore, you know, just going back to Monday Night Raw with this whole Seth thing and aligning himself with Braun Breaker. I feel like they gotta call a couple more superstars up. Now, people trying to say it's gonna be like this evolution thing where it's gonna be 4 people, but Heyman is not a wrestler, so I feel like they should bring up 2 people, and I want it to be Austin
I think they're
Theory
gonna bring up. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be Theory and Melo.
and Melo. And if it's not Austin Theory and Melo, I think they really sleeping because them two cats got a lot to offer.
That'll put Theory back on the map for real.
It would, because I think this whole thing that he got going on with
Andre.
Well, Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller ain't working.
Yeah, that shit we can see. It didn't work from the beginning.
Yeah,
Grayson Waller low key weak as hell to me, bro. Like I feel like that finishing move he
he's
doing where he
good, but they dropped the ball with him too. They made him more of a comedic,
yeah,
gimmick. You know what I mean? Instead of a serious competitor. But he was good in NXT. He was good.
that's what he give me. He give me vibes with like Jericho in 2018 where he kept doing all the little highlight reel stuff and then it was just like comedy. It was like really more again too of like what you came here for. You like, you know,
But I think that's the best way to do it. That if they bring Austin Theory in, that gives Austin Theory the momentum to break away from Grayson Waller and turn on Grayson Waller. Like, bro, you holding me back because Grayson Waller can play the whole, bro, what are you doing? It's supposed to be me and you. And Austin Theory attacks him, puts him out of commission
why they
for a while, something like that.
and then after they lost the titles, we supposed to be getting the rematch and you screw us out the rematch too. It's like, bro, it's you. It's you. You the dead weight. I gotta get rid of you.
Gotta get rid of you. Yep. Yep. And that's why I think they need to bring Melo. Just won the Andre the Giant, battle royal. He hot right
They need a move
now. They need
for you or
to
something.
elevate him because he really cold in the ring too. And like I said, with Javon Evans calling out Trick Williams saying, "Man, you just another Melo. Go ahead, bring Melo up. I mean, go ahead, bring Trick up. It's time."
That's what's gonna happen though.
Even though I can see Trick having his own run as a solo competitor because you play that music and you get to hearing that whoop that Trick. I think the WWE universe will go crazy for that. But now
I know.
I'm gonna say this too because this just randomly hit me. But one person who I want to see go back on the singles run that I feel like could be a really good WWE champion, Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
Because when Tommaso was in
Yeah.
NXT, bro,
He was
Hey,
fucking
bro,
niggas up.
bro,
I ain't gonna lie, he got to grow his beard back though.
he cut his beard off.
Yeah, he had to cut it off because he had it like a gash or something from his last recent match or whatever that happened.
Oh,
He
I
got
didn't
to
even
get
know that.
whatever. He look like dude from that Chris what's his name, Ebenezer Scrooge or something like that.
I'm dead.
He
Yeah,
do, bro.
I didn't know
He
he
don't-
cut his beard off. But Tommaso, when he was in NXT and he was chasing Big Goldie,
yeah,
yeah,
when he was holding this.
yeah,
Hey,
like
that
he a
was
dangerous man, bro. And he one of them people that, all of them being called up. Like, yeah, Johnny is good too. He could be a champion, but I really right now I see Johnny as like a intercontinental, you know,
yeah,
uh, United States champion. But I see Tommaso Ciampa being a true
he could be
champion and like being on some John
champ.
Moxley type shit. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
feel you on that one.
but I fucks with Ciampa, man. I fucks with Ciampa. Mama said Finn needs to be champ. I think Finn needs to be champ too when it's all said and done. It's so many people that could be champion. It's so many people that deserve like a real main event series run, bro. I can even see
It
Finn like breaking away from the Judgment Day and attacking Dominic Mysterio and just being done
Mm.
with that whole thing. And like, you know what? I got to get focused and go for my title run and facing Jey Uso. I can see Finn versus Jey Uso. I can see Tommaso versus Jey Uso. I can see.
I can
Um,
see.
you can see who?
I said I can see all that. I still want to see Carlito actually do something though. He's not a lackey, bro.
Carlito
Carlito
can
is.
be another United States or Intercontinental Champion too again. You know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's already established star. He done did so hell. Him and Primo was run so good, bro. Motherfuckers really wanted them to lose the titles back
Yeah.
because they was unified tag, you know, just
For
like
the foul.
Miz and Big Show, Jericho and Big Show. It's like, bro, it's so many people that's on that roster that has so much talent, or they're already established stars, but you just have to see where it's the big payout. Where's the storyline going to go? Then we also got to think about the time, or who can be the replacement for this person if this person gets hurt or something.
Yeah.
All that plays a major part, and I ain't gonna knock Triple H for his booking because he been doing some very good booking, bro. He been doing some very good booking. Cause like if it was Vince, we probably all would have been pissed about like the past year, bro.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't have been nowhere near as good. Nowhere near as good.
It was
None of the power moves that have been happening would happen under Vince right now because he too stuck in his ways about how the business should be. You know what I mean? Even with this whole them being transparent and like showing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, Vince would never do that.
and then Vince is the type of person is that like once he has this person as his established star, like the main title holder or something like this, he just look at everybody like B+ players, bro. You can't look at them like that. Like
Yeah.
we been calling for Kofi to come up even before Kofi Mania, bro. But y'all died that down. Same thing with a lot of people that we thought that were going to be big stars, like Alex Riley, uh, who else? Wade Barrett. You know, these people had star potential and they had the crowd behind them. It was just Vince and all his backstage politics and all that stuff is like, gee, I ain't gonna lie. If I was running WWE, that shit would have been thriving. I'm listening to the people.
Hey, you say that, but you probably put on some
I'm
ass
listening.
matches too.
Hell, but once they get it, is what he would have been.
No, man, I'm just messing with you. But hey, this was a good recap show. We definitely what I think we need to do is we got to get on the ball as far as like getting caught up on wrestling, start watching more clips of AEW because I do got another template like this, but it's all AEW, so it's gold with the AEW logo at the bottom. Um, so we can talk about
Oh,
AEW wrestling too. But we got to figure out how we can be consistent because I want to be able to talk about WWE, Monday Night Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. But what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is for the people at home watching, I'm thinking about putting a bigger panel together. That way, if one of my brothers can't be on, I got other
yeah.
people that can fill the spots, and we can talk about wrestling and keep it going every week for every show. Keep the momentum going, and I also want to be able to do that because it's freaking Friday now. WrestleMania was Saturday and Sunday of last week. We just now doing a recap on part 2 of night 1 and the recap of Raw. And so I want to be able to have these conversations when the emotions are high because the event just happened and we can really talk and remember everything. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm 30 years old and I got a memory of a freaking 80-year-old man. So, I'm trying to remember the things that stood out to me.
That's your ass so good.
But I want to be able to really have fresh feelings and really get into this stuff and really talk about what's going on in the moment. Especially when for y'all at home, y'all like, man, WrestleMania is over with, bro. Why are we still talking about that? what's next. So let's make sure that we Mama said Vince dropped the ball on talent, a lot of talent. Yeah, he definitely did. But yeah, man, we just want to make sure that we keeping this thing fresh and entertaining, and to be able to have more people on the show, be able to rotate them out, have fresh thoughts every week. I'm gonna be here every single time because I ain't got nothing else to do but go to work. But for now, I'm gonna be here on every show. But just want to make sure that we can have a cohesive schedule and make sure that we can put a lot of these out and really talk wrestling. But if y'all like this, please comment in the comment section. Let us know if you want us to keep this going. I'm thinking that I want to call this segment of It's Really a Podcast, We're Here, because it's just all about wrestling. And it's a shout out to Bray Wyatt, man. One of the greatest to ever do it. So we're here, and we're going to be here again next show. We hopefully can do another show for Friday Night Smackdown tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Saturday, and come on and do it again.
Tomorrow is Saturday, nigga.
Oh yeah, you're right. I meant tonight is Friday Night Smackdown, but I'm not coming back on because y'all know I got another podcast called the Who That Music Reviews, and that's coming up at 7. It's already 6:48. So y'all make sure y'all want to tap in with your boy again. Tap in just a few minutes. I got a special guest coming on, Ace Azovsky with the Playlist Now podcast. Who That Music Reviews coming up real soon. But I want to be able to do these wrestling, podcasts the day after, or even if we can, the night after the event goes off the air. So Monday nights, Tuesday nights, hell, wrestling happens every day. So Wednesday night,
Boy, you act like
Thursday
niggas
night,
don't work
Friday
at
night,
night,
whatever.
bro.
Huh?
You act like niggas don't work at night.
That's why I just said I want to have other people on a panel. I want to create a panel of people. So when you can't be here for an episode, I got somebody else that can talk wrestling with me. You feel me? But
shit.
we winging this thing right now. This is something that we just love to do. We love wrestling. We're big fans of wrestling. Shout out to our mom because she's the reason why we are big wrestling fans. And so we just want to talk wrestling, and in whatever capacity we can do that in, we gonna talk wrestling. So until next show, it's been real, and we were here, but now we out. And with that said, peace.
We got for you. Suck it. No, man.